All right, another video request. Last one for the day. So, hello Saeed, I will be spending the next few years independently. How exciting. And at university. How do I keep the fake people away? I've always had these types of people draining my energy. I've tried to help them, but like you said, they will not receive help until they're ready. I try to be the sun, but it gets difficult sometimes. Thank you for your videos. Yeah, be in the sun. We talked about it in a previous video that if you are the sun, nothing can drain your energy. No matter where you are, right? If you're the sun, I mean, no, you can't drain the energy of the sun. The sun doesn't want energy from you, doesn't care about it. It's just the sun, it's energy. And that's obviously the most optimal place that you want to be in, is you want to be the sun. So no matter where you are, you shine your light, even if you're in a dark, gloomy place. So, but that's difficult. That's difficult. That's really, really difficult, right? That's really difficult. Try to be the sun when you're in prison, for example, right? You wake up with a big smile on. Hello, everybody. What a beautiful day to be alive today. And everybody around you is like holding a knife because they just hate you. They're waiting to slit your throat, right? What's this crazy maniac happy about? Try to be the sun in prison. It's all theoretical, but in practice is right. Try to be the sun in prison or in the Holocaust, right? Or something like that. You know, it's difficult, right? It's difficult. It's a difficult thing. It is possible, but you really have to be very, very evolved to be able to do that, okay? So then it would be wise to place yourself in environments that remind you of the inner sun. And like it's wiser to live close to nature. It's wise to get the sunshine. Get the sunshine on your skin, on your face. And live somewhere sunny, and get the sunshine. It's wise for you to ground your feet on the earth. It's just wise, to align yourself with the elements so that you could be the sun. Easier, much easier, okay? But you're going to an environment that frankly is gloomy. University and college campuses are very anxious and gloomy places. So you will come across a lot of people that are vampires, energy vampires, drainers of energy. You will come across a lot of people like that, okay? In university. So it's good that you're already inquiring about that. Listen, my friend, you're not going to, you don't have the exactly, here's the thing, you have the independence now. You're going to be living on your own. I presume that you're going to be having your own apartment, your own place, your own room or something. Make that your sanctuary, honestly. That's how it was for me in university, because university campuses are very anxious places. There's a lot of energy vampires out there, okay? Very anxious places. Everybody's anxious first of all, everybody's sleep deprived. Everybody's eating pizza and burgers. Everybody's staying up. Adderall, coffee. Ugh, it's a parasitic place when you think about it. But you're living independently. So if you stick to your own, you do your own thing in your apartment. That's what I did in university, I did my own thing. I always did my own thing. First year I lived with roommates, but then second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, I had 6 years. Because I failed so many courses, I had to redo a bunch. So it took me an extra 2 years. I lived on my own in an apartment, not in a room in a house, so that I could make as much noise that I want. I could talk out loud. I could speak to myself in the mirror. I could do all these crazy things. And I made the most of it, I vibed high. I kept the vibe high. I was taking my cold showers. I was talking to myself in the mirror all the time, and doing all these affirmations, doing the visualizations. And I kept a high vibration. In the last few years in university, not the first 3, but the last 3. Because I was doing all these things because I just kept my own sanctuary. So you can keep your own sanctuary. Hanging around people is overrated, my friends. Hanging around the right people, now that's underrated actually. but just hanging around people in general, that's overrated. People want, they just want to hang out with somebody. They don't want to feel alone. They don't want to face the void. They don't want to face all their traumas and all their problems in life. They don't want to face it. So they would rather hang out with people that don't really add any value to their life and even drain their energy. Just so they have somebody to just feel comfortable, not feel alone, not feel lonely, right? Hanging around the right people, however, is very uplifting, extremely uplifting. Being around positive people and everything. And you'll meet some of those in university, there aren't many of them, but you'll meet them. You'll meet them, okay? As long as you're emanating that vibration yourself, then you'll meet positive people there, okay? But I would really just resort to making my own place a sanctuary, okay? I think that's very important, to do your own thing. Spend great time in solitude, and if you can have any place around, my university had a bunch of beautiful nature trails around that I would hang out with all the time. Find the trails near your university, there probably is some, and just hang out in nature as much as you can, okay? Hang out in nature as much as you can, make friends with the trees, make friends with the elements, make friends with the sun, make friends with the earth, and honestly, for some time, those were my friends. The trees were my friends. I'd go there, I'd hug them and talk to them and everything. They were my friends because although I seemed popular on the external, because I was this charismatic and I talked to a lot of people and stuff. But there was no substance in there. So I actually felt more alone than anything. So I could only feel alright and at peace when I was in nature with my friends, with the trees. So yeah, I would really stick to having your own sanctuary. Watch one of my most recent videos. It's called Breatharian Energy Cultivation, where I talk about how you could remain in an energy cultivated state even in environments poor in prana, poor in the quality of prana. So I am still in Nepal. I'm leaving tomorrow. But here I am making videos, vibrating high, feeling energetic. I took a cold shower this morning. I got some good sleep. I did some dancing, I did a 23-hour water fast, which was, part of it was a 14-hour dry fast, right? So I'm still vibrating high. Energy's high. I haven't lost it here in the middle of a polluted, chaotic, noisy city. I haven't lost the energy. The vibration is still high. The vibrancy is still high. Okay, so you could maintain your vibration. You just have to put in more work into cultivating the energy. You could maintain it even in the gloomiest of gloomy places. Okay, you can maintain it and you could cultivate it even. You could cultivate it. Absolutely, you can. All right, so don't make that as an excuse. Don't make that an excuse. How do I keep fake people away? Well, how about keep all people away for some time and just do your thing, and then you'll attract your vibe attracts your vibe. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if you're vibrating high, then you'll attract the high vibrating tribe also. So just, what? Here, how do I keep fake people away? Keep all people away. Start off with that. How about that? First step, keep all people away. Just keep them all away. Okay? For some time, for a little bit of time. Keep them all away. Do your meditations, do your cold showers, do your nature, hang out in nature. You may be in nature one day and you meet somebody, a friend. I met a friend once. I became friends with him. I went to the woods at night, okay? It was 10 p.m. Darkness, total darkness. And then there was somebody there also, okay? Right, and it didn't help that he was black. Okay, it didn't help. And we crossed each other. Right now, imagine you're coming across somebody in the woods. It's like he can't see you, can't see him. There's no light at all. Trees everywhere, right? And I guess he was crazy enough, just like me, not to have flashlights or anything like that. All right, but we already vibrated because I guess we picked up telepathically on the fact that if there is another crazy motherfucker like me here, that's a friend. Who else does this shit? So what happened is, as we were approaching, I said, hey, what's up? Just came out of me. And he said, hey, what's up? And we stopped and we had a conversation. I couldn't even see him because he was black and it was black. It was dark. Okay, I couldn't even see him. Couldn't even get a look at his face. And we talked for 10 minutes. Okay? And then I saw him again during the day and we were able to recognize each other. And we talked and we became friends. You see, so once you just do your own thing, keep all people away, and if you start to surround yourself in the right environments, maybe even in university, go to the hikers club. There's a club for everything these days in university, right? Go to the hikers club or something. Do the thing, or a music club, and just do your thing. Do your thing. Go to the hiker, then you'll meet some cool people on the road that are hiking. I met a beautiful girl one day, nothing happened between us because she was moving. Nevertheless, I met her because I continuously saw her and her little dogs. And then we, at some point, had a conversation, obviously. You keep seeing her, and I kept running into her puppy, right? And So you'll meet people. Just do your thing. Keep all people away. Do your thing, and then you'll meet the right people. The people that are into the stuff you're into. The higher vibrating stuff, let's say. Okay? So it's not that difficult, you don't have to make the excuse. Probably the only reason why you continue to attract fake people is because you're still doing these things that attract fake people. Where do you meet these so-called fake people? Well, in the bar. If you're constantly going to a bar, yeah, you'll attract that energy. Lots of reptilian mooches there, okay? All right? Yeah, like stuff like that. If you're still doing that, you're still going to, doing that stuff, you're still going out with your friends to eat McDonald's or something. But if you start to do the other stuff that elevates your consciousness, pretty soon you'll naturally just not meet these people anymore. You live in two different vibrations. Right? It just happens naturally. If you're hanging out in nature, guess what? If you're just hanging out in nature, you're just gonna meet people the same thing. If you're hanging out with the musicians, you do your music club thing or whatever, you'll meet musicians also. So that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes, We gotta stop making these excuses. And we've just gotta do our own thing. Do your own thing. Develop your own routines to cultivate energy. Build, keep your place as a sanctuary in every possible way. Keep all people away in the first place, and then you will begin to attract the right people into your life. If you feel alone, you feel alone. That's fine. That's part of the process. You will feel alone at times. You will cry and feel like nobody understands you, blah, blah, blah. And you will cry. You will feel sad. Okay? And that's part of it, my friend. That's part of it. Okay? That's just part of the journey. And maybe one day you will become a leader. Maybe one day you will cultivate so much energy that you become a leader in an inspirational leader, a leader that cares for their people. And that's what happened to me, right? I spent all these years in solitude doing my own thing. And here I am making these videos, right? So that's my advice to you, my friend. Okay? And thank you to all the Patreons for your support. I love you guys. And if you feel an urge to donate $2 a month, become a family member at Patreon, help this community gather more resources. I've got a pretty interesting idea that I'm coming up with right now. I'm going to share it with you guys soon. More resources we have, more things we could do, right? And what else? One-time donations on PayPal are highly appreciated and accepted. All of it in the description. Instagram, remember, if you want to reach out and talk about anything. And I love you guys. And until next time, may the force be with you.